Carlos Slim, his great joy in life, not only to build corporate giants internationally, but he said it many times, the more wealth you have, the greater your responsibility to make a difference in the world. His foundation, which he started, aimed to improve quality of life in Mexico, aimed to improve health, education throughout the world. Unbelievable man of wisdom and heart. Thank you, Rabbi. Wisdom and heart. So you're a role model of what it means to pay back, to give, and to share. My prayers, and it's an ecumenical prayer, that God should grant you good health, many, many years of fruitful life, and you're an inspiration because you are a coalition partner with civil society and government all over the world. God bless you for it. Befitting a star, which you are, a star of business, philanthropy. More things are wrought by prayer than this world dreams of. Enjoy it in good health.
Thank you, Rabbi. Thank you very much.
How was my French?
Very good. I understand. Thank you. Good evening. His Excellency François Hollande, President of France, Chairman Andrew Liberis, good friend, Rabbi Artur Schneier, thank you very much for your words. Your Excellencies, foreign dignitaries, Your Eminence, religious leaders, dear friends and families, ladies and gentlemen. It is a pleasure and a great honor to receive this award from the Appeal of Conscience Foundation. It is a motivation and a commitment for me. In the work we do for the welfare of people through education, culture, health, environment, human rights, research, and employment, creating solutions of high social impact. Founded more than 50 years ago by Rabbi Artur Schneier, Appeal of Conscience Foundation works in religious freedom, democracy, diversity, plurality, human rights, peace, and mutual understanding, which are fundamental values for the harmony, hope, and welfare of the nations of the world. This award is also special because it is given to me in this great nation, United States of America, that got its independence 240 years ago with the principles of the Declaration of Independence, thanks to the founder fathers of the 13 colonies, outstanding and highly educated persons who anticipate the new paradigms of the industrial society, which was just beginning. The Declaration of Independence, signed by the Congress in July 4 of 1776, that was approved unanimous, creating the 13 United States of America. And it says, we hold this truth to be self-evident, that all men are created equal and that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among those are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. This great nation is the strongest of the history because of its influence in all the regions of the world and the most of the people in the globe. In the new global world, post-industrial, of exponential technology development of knowledge, information, innovation, that was leveraged by the electronic era, brings us new paradigms, multiplying productivity, changing the way we used to learn, communicate, and live. We live now in a digital society of services with paradigms 180 opposed to the old agricultural society that prevails for 10,000 years and are still present in many men's minds. The new society of services is based in freedom, democracy, diversity, plurality, human rights, environment, technology, innovation, competition, productivity, and is sustained in the welfare of all, of everyone. We move from slavery, autoconsumption, and ignorance to educated and skilled people with better jobs, creating a stronger market, moving from autoconsumption to welfare, working more years and less days a week. United States, with a population of 325 million, has a strong leadership thanks to the migration from everywhere with different cultures, languages, ethnics, roots, religious, people with no fear at all, full of energy and dreams. They easily adopted the American way of life, making United States of America always fresh, young, alive, full of energy, innovations, challenging, questioning, and always looking to do everything better. United States is living today its best time in history with spectacular leadership in technology, higher education, economics, and building the new world. Today, the majority of Americans have at least one immigrant ancestor only 6 generations back. And its neighbor at the south, with an old millennial culture, was conquered 500 years ago when it was still living in the Neolithic times, but with advanced knowledge and political organizations. During 300 years of colony, there was a lot of economic activity and racial mix. 2 buildings of certain importance was constructed every week in those years. In these 300 years, there were built every week 2 buildings of importance. Mexico got its independence 200 years ago, and like many countries, took your constitution, the American Constitution, for inspiration. But our first 55 years of independence, we were fighting each other. 66 presidential changes in only 55 years, 9 new constitutions, 5 international wars, and we lost 4 times part of our territory. Later, after 35 years of peace and development, we had a revolution. In both cases, we lost many decades, arriving late to modernity. Until the 30s, when we begin our development, growing 6.2% a year for 50 years, and our population grew 4 times, many immigrants were welcomed during the 19th and 20th centuries who work, invest, and develop railways, mining, oil, construction, industry, banking, real estate, retail, trade, etc. We are now 125 million people, the 10th largest in the world, along with Japan. Together with US and Canada, we have the size of Europe with a younger population and a bigger market than China and India together. Since the debt crisis of the early 80s, when the prime rate went up to 21%, our country had a small growth around only 0.5% per capita. The Mexican workers are one of the best in the world. They are efficient and hard workers, but they don't have enough opportunities in our country because a lack of investment, low incomes, and weak markets. It is clear that we have a great potential using more efficiently the public budget and with a strong private investment in all the economic activities, including public-private partnerships, public services, concessions, taking advantage of the low cost of financing we are living. Creating economic activity, we will offer our outstanding labor opportunities, made more and better salaries, more educated and trained people, and a bigger market and welfare. I am very proud of being Mexican and a son of an immigrant from the mountains of Lebanon that more of 100 years ago, at the beginning of the 20th century in 1902, at 15 years old, arrived to Mexico looking for freedom, especially religious, and opportunities. He absorbed and integrated to the Mexican cultures, family values, warm friendship, similar to the Lebanese culture. He was a Mexican that never forgot his roots. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Great performance.